Alright, guys, so let me tell y'all about the time I greened out on the bus. Yeah, it's shit's gonna be crazy, I heard. So this shit was like, I don't know, like seventh. No, not seventh. Oh, it was like ninth grade. So freshman year in high school. And at this time, I had to ride the bus because I didn't have a car, you feel me? So, yeah, I was only like, I'd say about like 15 maybe, something like that. But anyways, so yeah, I had to wake up extra early in the morning, and I had to wake up at like 6:30 so I could get ready to hop on the bus, you feel me? So yeah, I ended up waking up around 6:30 on this day where I greened out. So I did what I had to do, take a shower, you feel me, be fresh for the ladies, you heard. So yeah, I did that, and then after that, when I was ready, I didn't eat breakfast. I never ate breakfast for some reason, and I still don't. I don't know why. But anyways, so I didn't eat breakfast. I told my mom bye, and yeah, I love you, all this and that. Then I walked out of the door and went all the way to my bus stop, and the bus stop wasn't even that far. It's only like a 1 minute walk from my house. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I guess I could like leave a little later from my house, even though it never made a difference from the time I woke up. So yeah, there was no point. But yeah, so I'm sitting here at the bus stop and just waiting for the bus to come up. I was listening to like Suicide Boys because I had headphones at the time. So yeah, they came in clutch since there was annoying ass kids on the bus. But yeah, so eventually the bus rolls up, I get on, and I was one of the first stops at the time, so there wasn't like any of the homies on the bus. I mean, some of the homies would hop on the bus like some days, but there's this one kid I hung out with, and he was pretty dope. But yeah, so speaking of that kid, his stop was like 2 stops from my stop, so like he got on like almost about the same time as me. But yeah, so for like protection purposes, I'm gonna name him Edgar. Even though he was nothing like an Edgar, we'll call him Edgar. So Edgar hops on the bus. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" and dabs me up, and we're chilling and whatnot. And then yeah, so we just had this like long bus ride. It was like an hour, like for me and him both on the bus, because of like all the stops we would like take and whatnot to like lay kids on and whatnot. But yeah, so me and him, we were talking for a while, and then this one girl gets on, and we're gonna name her Olivia. She gets on the bus and comes back and sits with me and Edgar, but like not in the same seat, in like the same area. So Olivia pulls out this pen, and obviously it's not no like vape pen, it's a leaf pen, if you would catch on to me. So yeah, anyways, so she lets us hit her leaf pen, and my homie Edgar rips it and then passes it to me, and then I rip it. And then at the time too, I didn't have like a very big leaf tolerance, so like it took me like not too much to like feel the effects of the leaf, the quote unquote itchiness, I guess. But yeah, so anyways, we're just passing it back and forth. We pass it back and forth about twice, and then the third one is where I made a mistake, because I was feeling this leaf very good, and my homie Edgar's like, "Oh yeah, come on, do it." And then Olivia's like, "Yeah, do it." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." I take a rip of the leaf pen. This was one of the worst decisions in my life. So I ripped it, right? And let's say about like 5-10 minutes later, I'm like listening to music. I have one of my headphones on in my right ear, and then Edgar is sitting to the left of me, and Olivia is also to the left of me as well. So yeah, apparently they were talking to me the whole time, but like I was freaking out. I like zoned out, but I was like freaking out. It was crazy. But anyways, like 5-10 minutes later, I'm sitting there, and then like the bus driver stops, and I'm telling Edgar and Olivia, I'm like, yo, I got a yak, dog. And they're like, don't do that. It's not a good idea. The bus driver will see. I was like, bruh, it's gonna happen anyways. So I opened the window and I lean out it and just start yakking away. And then when I came back in from the window, because I stuck like a quarter of my body outside the window to throw up and not get it on the bus. I come back in from the window. The bus driver's just staring at me. She's like looks back at the road. She didn't even give a shit, honestly. I'm pretty sure she was funny as hell. So yeah. So we did like a couple stops and like my homies were asking me if I was good. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling a little better. And then so this is where things get like a little worse. So the way our buses worked is we picked up high school and middle school kids. And I'm pretty sure at the time Olivia was going to middle school. So she got off the bus at the middle school. But yeah, we pulled up there. And then like after all the like little middle school kids got off the bus, it's just the high schoolers. And a lot of us sat in the back, like all the homies, you feel me? The homies and I would sit in the back of the bus and just like smoke and vape all the time. So yeah, but anyways, we like start to pull out, and like the way the parking lot is the bus has to like go around the parking lot from where it dropped off the kids. It has to do a circle basically. So thankfully though, this bus was like big and there's multiple buses pulling out. So I had to yak again. And I told my homies that. And they're like, bruh, just wait until we at least get out of the middle school or whatever. I was like, okay, I tried. And then 5 seconds later, I'm leaning out the window again, yakking, bruh. So yeah. But nothing happened, surprisingly. Then, I don't even know if I threw up. I'm pretty sure I threw up again. But like I don't completely remember that part. But we were cruising to the high school so that way all of us high school menaces could get off the bus. So there was like a decent amount of kids on the bus too as well that were like homies. But the two main characters are Edgar and Olivia. Olivia is no longer in the story anymore, basically, for the rest of the story, by the way. So yeah. So we get to the high school and my homies, everybody that was like chilling and talking to me and whatnot, like escorted me to the locker room. And it was like kind of close to the entrance. And then like my homie Edgar just stayed with me. And then like all the other homies dipped out. And then Edgar eventually had to go because class was about to start. So I was sitting there yakking my head off, bruh, in like a trash can that I had in the locker room. And then there's like some kids that'd walk in and be like, that's why you don't drink in the morning. And I was like, I didn't drink. But yeah, anyway, so one of the coaches from the school walks in and like he sees me leaning over the trash can. He's like, you good? Oh yeah, and by the way, this coach, bro, he's so dope. One of the biggest like homies in the school, even though he's a coach. He's a like best teacher, honestly. But yeah, so he sees me leaning over the trash can. He's like, you good? I was like, yep. And then I start throwing up again. He just walks out. It's funny. And the bell rang like a few minutes after you walked out. And I still wasn't feeling good. So like at this point I was going to be late to class and I was kind of nervous. So I just kept on throwing up. And then when I like felt like I didn't have to throw up anymore, I drank some water and went straight to the office. But like at the attendance office, not like where the principal would be. So it was like a separate office, but it was close to the front office. So I go up to the desk where the lady's sitting, and she asked me my name. I gave her my name, and then yeah, she wrote me a pass. Honestly, didn't even care. So I went to class after, and all my homies like heard about it, I guess, that were in the class. They're like, you good, bro? I'm like, yeah. And then I had to throw up again, bro. So I asked the coach if I could like go to the bathroom. Like the PE teacher that like the class that I was in, that PE teacher, yeah, because I wasn't with the other coach who was in the locker room at the time. Like, I wasn't in his class. But anyways, so like I asked this PE teacher if I could go to the bathroom. He's like, yeah, for sure. And then, oh yeah, I forgot about this part. So I walked in and gave him the late pass, and he was like, why are you late? I was like, oh, my stomach wasn't feeling that good. And the homies who were in the class were like just grinning and shit. It was pretty funny, but they're grinning at me. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, all right, we'll just take it easy then. We're watching a movie anyways today. I was like, all right, bet. But anyways, so we're at the point where I have to throw up again. So I asked the coach if I could go to the bathroom. He was like, yeah, there's some kids in the hallway, because we were in a like gymnasium. This was like a aux gymnasium, so it wasn't connected to like the school building. So we were in that gymnasium, and then there was like 2 doors to like the right, like where we were sitting from. So there's like 2 doors to the right. You just like walk out those doors, and then it's like a hallway, and then there's like 2 bathrooms diagonally, and one's a woman and men or like one's a woman bathroom and one's a men bathroom. So yeah, I couldn't even make it to the freaking bathroom, bro. It just came, and luckily there was a trash can sitting right by the door that I had to walk out of. But there's some kids in the hall. They're like, yo, you good? I was like, yeah, I just ate like I don't know. I said like I just ate something bad. And they're like, oh, for sure. So yeah. And then after that, the whole day was just chill, I guess. Except for the fact that I threw up. But yeah, otherwise the day went on. And I didn't get in trouble, thankfully. So yeah. Good times, bro. But yeah, anyways, if you like the story, don't forget to leave a like, I guess. I'm trying to blow up, you feel me? Because this is like my first actual YouTube video. So yeah, I'll do more story times and see how this video does. But yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back at you guys with another video. Peace.